And so we return once more to this silly world filled with silly things and a lot of corpses. A very unfortunate number of corpses. The kill count in this game is getting pretty high at the moment. I'm pretty sure we're at least into the double digits. Chapter 16. Huh, we really did kind of continue the pattern of 5 chapters per. Alright, let's get going! Lynn kept her promises about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Hello? And Lynn's died 4 times, thank you very much. She was shot by an assassin, she was shot by an assassin, she was killed by a Rube Goldberg machine, and then she was crushed by a chicken. This is Chowd. Cecil, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk, we'll be waiting for you. Well, you'd better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. They're into the phone line. I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go. No choice on this one, we're going straight in! A single telephone line connects me and the other Cecil. I'm gonna sneeze, hang on. Is it gonna slip away? Is it gonna be one of those? Yep, okay. But that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. I just reached the center of the web. Look at the size of this place! We're gonna have to be able to get around the entire thing, huh?
Showtime!
Welcome back to the Anoa. Yo, Nelson JD, thank you for this 14 months of Twitch Prime. Your job has spit it a little bit more for us today. Detective Chowd. Oh, hey, it's this guy. My detective senses must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Chowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. Egad! Never thought you'd track us, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate! And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, eh? But how'd you find us, my good man? Not even the police knew that your Noah was going into surface, confound it! We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals! Are we seeing this creepy vid again? God, that's really unsettling! The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. What? 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 What do you mean? Okay, hang on a second! That's gonna be our plot okay. See, I knew this wouldn't kill you, so we put a bug in the bullet! I have many questions. I I have a little something for you. Oh, it's a tracking device, okay. Gabrinella's given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver. Maybe they made it look like a pocket watch. Yes, Inspector Gabrinella. I hear he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where's that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere. Ah, Cecil, you mean?
Showtime!
Yo, Lord Ed put a thing for the tier 2 for 29 months. Get just spin it a bit more. Holy shit! You! This guy's constant sense of swagger must be put to an end. You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now, he's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go! If you need a hostage, take me! Just please let her go! Bah! There's something our nation needs. Cecil has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? No, don't just stick that up his butt. Our nation has already researched it. This product that Cecil has to offer. The source of his powers. Oh, they took the meteor out of him. What? What the world was that? The Temsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now, our deal with Cecil is concluded, as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? What a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jown. Farewell. What do you mean? I mean, what in the world? The whole room just vanished! Detective Jown! Where'd he go? Well, at least we got onto the submarine before that room took off. As he did. What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I better find them, and fast. One of them's probably dead. It's a good thing. Oh, the telephone's on the floor. Okay. Well, that's convenient. Oh, is that Missile? So you're here, huh? It's Missile! Yes, I think you and I remember who you are by now. But do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course! I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog! Well, if I lost some memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry and go save Miss later, Miss Camilla! You think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say I don't think it can. I'd not even bother to ask. But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and little lady together. You got it! Alright, we got Missile with us. Cell phone's ringing. Wow! It's Miss Camilla, I just know it! My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me! I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to the phone before it stops ringing. You bet! Alright, I can't get very far as Cecil with the dog in the way, so hang on. Hello? Hello? Miss Camilla? Hello? It's no use! Take this! This black hello just doesn't like me! God, he still calls it hellos! Oh, Missile, please! Just create a path for me, Missile. I'll come right over. Thanks, Missile. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. Got a bad feeling about this. Cecil, look! That black hello, it came off the hook! Oh, I better answer it fast. Ahoy, hoy! Hello? Is anybody there? Oh my god, it actually was Miss Camilla. Missile's a good dog. It's her, the little lady. It's Cecil, where are you? Somebody please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... Ah, she's dead again. Miss Lynn! We better hurry! It's time for number 5! Yep, there's a corpse! No use, nobody's answering. Oh, I mean, she had a good streak going, but she's dead again. She's drowned, it looks like. Kind of little bit unsettling to just have her floating up and down over there. Miss Camilla! And Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn! Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Cecil, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla! And Missile too! I'm so glad to see you're alright. I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. Yeah, he saved you. What? My voice? That's right. Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before when he saved her that time. That was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camilla, I'm so glad I was born your little doggy! Help! It's too precious! I can't with this little guy! He's too precious! Somebody please pet the dog! Yeah, Lynn's dead again. Who's surprised? Nobody's surprised. Hey, Missile. Could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her.
You
Okay, I'll do it! Thank you, Missile. Yeah, Lynn drowned. So, we're gonna have to do something about that. Lynn, what happened? Oh, Cecil, you're here. Lynn, what in the world happened now? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. I guess I'm dead again. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. And where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I, don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. That's all making even less sense than before. After we left the Super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Caminella fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. And then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up and search for clues, gang. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camila. I found Camila hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. That's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Oh! She's the one that got controlled instead of Camila, huh? I wonder what happened while she was being controlled. Huh? There was a flash of light all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Oh boy. Sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. Alright, are we gonna go find our dear ghostly friend on the other side of this time? Rewind. Either she was killed by that giant explosion, one of the two. Camila, are you okay? Oh, no, never mind. Hello, Lillian. Or is it detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man for the park 10 years ago? You really shouldn't be holding the gun like that, by the way. You're probably just gonna blast yourself. Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camila back! She has nothing to do with any of this! Right, I can't do that. This is my last chance. The phone's ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted? To be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody can possibly know what I've... What in the world? An explosion? Oh, got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Oh, she died heroically again, at least. Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. You, sir, have indeed been had. I mean, at least you caught on pretty quick. I suppose I can't be too sad that two of her deaths were noble ones. Of course not, you're not him. She's right, I'm not him, am I? He was gonna shoot Detective Jowd, he sure was! As Camila, when he came to rescue her. With a frickin' Tommy gun. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again. You didn't have to add the again part! Look, Lynn, we were just talking about your issues! And then here you are, having your issue again! So the hell am I supposed to do here? There's not exactly a lot of options. I suppose I'll find out. So let's see, the cause of the death this time was that mysterious explosion! You're pretty up for a dead woman. You know how detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. Yes, vitamins. What do you mean for a dead woman? You're not very quick on the draw, are you there, Lynn? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. Alright, let's do this thing! Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. Oh, God. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Shit, it's working! Alright, let's see what I can do. Absolutely nothing at the moment. Looks like I'm gonna have to wait for the gun. Cause I still can't do shit. Okay, now I can finally do something! Let's see who's calling. Oh, don't look at me! I need to get... Okay, so, what I need to do is get the phone off the hook. How am I gonna get the phone off the hook? Let's find out. What does this do? That's what it does. Okay, mission accomplished. Hey, we somehow managed to knock it down the receiver. Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry! Now's a chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective John. Yeah, I'm actually stunned how easy that was. Hello? Anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer?
Too easy.
Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. I'm gonna go. It must be true what they say. There are restless ghosts on board. Or does it? I promised to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Oh man, we gotta save this guy! What's he calling restless ghosts? Well, I mean, it's true. Neither of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. I guess that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly. Okay, I've gained a little bit more time. Cecil has underestimated us. Yes, we've seen this set of lines. Once again, right up the butt. And don't think I haven't noticed that it's shaped like a pill. What are his thoughts? I don't get it. What's happening? They decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. They're just gonna go ahead and steal the Temsic fragment. But that's cheating! Everybody cheating! I think there are more important things to think about right now. Where's the Temsic fragment gonna go? I mean, I can get up here, but I can't do much. All right. I mean, I can keep going, but I don't know if I should. I think I should probably follow the fragment for now. What's interesting to me is I can see the core of that guy's shell up there. Let's follow this. Ah, the Temsic fragment, you're mine at last! The objective has been achieved. Now we attach the control room as planned. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. The poor henchman! Cecil, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared, but Detective Zhao in it! Don't worry, Lin. I bet Detective Zhao can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening! Now then, I'd better hurry along before Cecil discovers what he's lost and comes after me. The Yanoa will be his coffin. And I'm buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Cecil. And so, from the submarine launches an even smaller submarine! Aha, so that's the cause of that giant explosion! Huh? What is it? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten! The torpedo! It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? A dog? A different missile comes more readily to mind. It also looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing! This is not good! We have to do something before that torpedo is fired! There's no time! It's gonna launch! Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it! What? How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope! Why wasn't the I hope at the end the strongest part of that sentence? Okay, here goes! The heck am I gonna latch onto? Not the rat! It's fine! But I'm literally ghost tricking inside of a torpedo. I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. But was this really the best move? I think so. We just had to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How is it even in here? How did a rat get in here? How in the world did it get in here? Yeah, exactly! I think those outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. Spinning black things, right? Apparently their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. It must be pretty heavy. Wonder if we could use these weights to our advantage somehow. Do you know how this torpedo works? No, I can't say I do. That detectives sure know a lot. I saw it explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse at the tip is depressed. That in turn sets off the detonator. The detonator, huh? That must be that red button. So, how do we stop it? They didn't explain anything about that in the book. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. Or not. This looks like just the thing. I think of the 21 months. Me and Jonathan spin it a little bit more for us today. I swear, we got a rat puzzle to figure out. If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. So what's that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. Before we can do that, looks like we had to get something out of the way first, huh? Great, we've jumped the little creature off. Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for the safety device. Right. There, we clamped the safety device on. We did it! That should keep this torpedo from exploding! But there's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo's still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, we had to get back somehow. Oh, hey, that coincidentally saved Lynn at the same time. Huh. Looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine's still okay. I mean, I had an idea that I had to stop both the weights at the same time. I guess I accidentally the solution. We take those. That was strangely easy. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Cecil, we did it. Lynn, now's your easiest death yet. What's the matter? You still look unhappy. You stopped the torpedo from blowing up. But we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway, I guess we better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right! I'm worried about Camila! Yeah, we're still sinking. We got a time limit here. We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Oh. Water seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I better go meet up with Lynn. Well, at least we're back. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. But maybe I could use its movement to help me create a path. Oh, that's the idea, because I can't go any further than right here, so... guys, you better start moving! Man? Camila, you're awake! How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camila! Oh, Missile, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camila. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Cecil should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. Oh, God. Help. And Missy is here, too! So happy everyone's going to be with me now. Well, hopefully we're not dead first. Oh, God. Camila! Miss Camila! Alright, Lynn, start carrying. If it's the last thing I do! Oh, I think I'm gonna cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. I'd better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here. Before it's too late. I am in a flashlight. Hey. Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Cecil, he's here! Lynn, can you carry me? I can't go any further. Thank you. I'm glad you're here, Cecil. Sorry for the wait. Looks like this room's gonna fill up with water fast. We better get out that door as quick as we can. We won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure's too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. So the only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, and by the way. Yeah? I can't swim. Neither can Camila. What? You are the most useless detective. You need to be able to swim. What the fuck? Go get some lessons now. God's sakes, freaking chicken lady, useless. Yeah, even a chicken can swim! Lynn, come on! Don't you have any good news for me? You gotta learn today! Sink or swim, bitch! Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? There we go! You did it, Cecil! Thanks! I spent a bunch of time learning how to swim when I was younger. Jesus, Lynn! Don't die again on us! What was that? Looks like the water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Huh? Cecil, the flashlight doesn't work anymore! Hey, don't get mad at me! Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Hey, I know! You can fix it with your powers! Okay, that's just taking things too far. Oh, hey, great! Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do is get to that door and we're safe. Oh God! Chat, we have a problem! We have a problem, chat! We're going down, chat! That's more than listing, that's just going down! Oh, well, at least she's not dead. Jesus. What happened now? Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky, or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, as if the latter could be true. Lady, you gotta get moving! What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on! You'll just have to go up to the top. Let's see how I can help with my ghost tricks. Well, I think I see a familiar flame over there. Cecil, there you are! How's it going? How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you? Of course, after all. Just ask anybody who knows me about how much I hate taking a bath! Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course! Alright, I see what we're doing on this side. Ball fan. Oh God, there are a lot of swap options. Holy shit! Holy shit! This one's gonna be involved. Alright, chat, get ready. We're gonna be on this one for a while. I should have known it was the calm before the storm. So we're kind of stuck here when it comes to Cecil. Which means I need something bigger to latch onto. Freaking torpedo. Okay, I need to swap something that causes something to break. So the only elements I had to work with right now are missiles. Okay, Cecil, what do we do? I'm ready! Here's a little doggy who's ready to go after his rest. We have to create a path that will get Lynn up to the top, and fast. We have to look for anything and everything we can move and try things out. How about if we tip the whole submarine? If we could do that, there wouldn't be any problem. Well, in any case, I'm ready and ready to go. Lynn's picking up the flashlight, right? So I might actually have a better... Yeah, there we go. That's what I needed. Thanks, Lynn. These pistons are sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge? It might just be just that. Think you can climb them? If I wasn't holding Camilla, it could probably be... I know what I had to do. Probably do it easy. Cecil, you're not telling Miss Lynn to leave poor Miss Camilla behind, are you? Could you just be quiet for a minute, Missile? These pistons sure do look like they could be used to our advantage. Yeah, I know exactly how, too. Alright, Missile, you're up. We need the little one at the top. Time for a little bit of fan organizing. Alright, that should work. There, how about that? Wow, this is great! You made a staircase for me! You better hurry! I don't think that water's gonna wait for you. Holy crap! That was a big one! Alright, we gotta get all this steam dealt with. Now the steam's getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? There's no way to go around either. Think you can do something? Of course you can! We have to. Ah, shit. Okay, I'm here. So by closing this valve, we shut off the steam flow to that first pipe. Alright, Bristol, get up here! Your steam will scald you very fast. It is actually really dangerous. Look at this! If I sweat the pipes! It changes how the steam comes out, huh? I get it, because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? So each pipe sprays out steam in a different way, eh? I bet that will come in handy. Oh, I know which one I have to swap! Here comes the water again. I wish I could drink it all up for you! No, Missile, it's too salty! I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so he can't drink it. Whatever, just do something about this steam! Give it to me, Miss Lynn! Thanks, Missile. Any more valves I can turn off? Just that one, but I don't think there's much I can do with that one right now. There, how's that look? It looks great! All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. Look up there! If I could just make it to that door! We can escape! Now how in the world am I gonna get up there? Don't yell at me! If you wanna yell, you can yell at me! Pretzel... How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did. Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with! Yeah, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top with. Hey, are you being sarcastic? Can't operate the switch. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about! Okay, raise away! That's getting really close. Don't worry, I got this. Sorry, I can't do it. Open it, hurry! Is that any way to ask for something? Don't worry, I got you. It's no use. I can't budge it. It must be stuck. Oh no. Missile! No! Is that Joud? Oh, I think I know who that is. I don't think he was too happy about being, betrayed. What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn, the little lady, suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. But I still want to make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light. Light to eliminate the truth. Are you trying to foreshadow right now, game? At the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. Whew, that was a doozy. The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them, but the very last second something saved them. Now looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? This spirit has the fuse property! Oh, it is him! I see you managed to survive, detective. Nice new shell, buddy. Very good. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there! You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course! What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? You knew? How come you didn't do anything about it at all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Cecil, look at you! What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memories. For quite a bit tonight, I thought I was you, Cecil. Cecil? My name isn't Cecil. It's Ray. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am, too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. This nice cogwork body's got going on there. My god, it's good. It's all over for the submarine. His engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already know what they wanted now. Temsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah. That meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. You don't mind? We'd like to hear more. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects. And in my case, swapping objects! Exactly. Apparently, there are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers changed over the past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite its radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? Yeah, we saw it with Missile, and it was pretty clear that's what happened to this guy. So where the hell did I die? On that day, 10 years ago. A fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So of course, I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute! Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. No, don't show Missile getting run over again. Oh, Missile. Aren't the Temsig remnants still right there in that park? At the bottom of the crater? You're right! So that must mean... I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation, too! Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death. It's not all that clear. So the fact that I could return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite? One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? This is all so strange, confusing, I can't take it all in! Paradoxes, my dear lad. Paradoxes. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else! Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. It's really freaky. That's why I kind of move all weird and gangly-like. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive, and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old fishing guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with the scalpel. So I guess as soon as his incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why he wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsik. Detective Jowd was only one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanela and the Junkyard Super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsik fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, Detective. Me? I mean, you were at the park. If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay. That's just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It's the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. That's the warning shot. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. And so we returned to the start of the game, face down, ass up. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that. But then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsic meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case, they thought you'd find out about Temsic sooner or later. That's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for the water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no. There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface. I have an idea. We hooked the phone line in. There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? It's feeling cut off from the world all alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Hey, Camilla, you got any ideas? Lynn? Camilla! Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, My dad. If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry! That's funny. What is it, Cecil? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsik fragment and escape, if that's what they wanted? Why'd they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter now. Never find it again. We have no idea where it's been launched to. Wait a minute! Yes, we do! It's got a tracking device on it! This is where this will tell us where Detective Jowd is. That present from the inspector in white. That's right! Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet's still in the person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Like Detective Jowd's our last hope. Come on, let's get started! Oh boy, we got a lot of things to do. What do we have here? The hair! It has gone completely ridiculous! Help! Anti-gravity hair activated! Thank you, DragonCapMan. Just throwing hands up in frustration. I imagine I have to go to the torpedo room. There might be another torpedo left there. Let me check it out. Oh, I get it! You're gonna use a missile to ram the control room! I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow up Detective Jowd, but something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room. 2. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. Wow, they really clambered all the way up here, huh? Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, I can count. You can count on me! Alright, so that's missiles time. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. I mean, we're gonna make it a missile here in a sec. I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck. Alright, I got missile with me now. Alright, missile, it's your turn. We need you to switch the switches! Actually, I need to contact Missile first, apparently. What happened to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us, and our powers. What? This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength, Missile? Me? Of course I will! Count on it!
Showtime!
Okay, thank you for the 25 months! Getting down to spinning a little bit more for us today. Let's use Missile to switch out the switch with the one that actually works. Torpedo engaged! There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end too. Something's odd. What is? The command room, it looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it completely ran out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Alright, okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head toward the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile! Missile? I'm sorry, I can't go. What? I just can't! How can I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind! I can't do it! Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Cecil! Can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn! You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Cecil, you might be able to make something happen, and that's our only hope. What if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see her again! Never ever again! Even I can understand that! I couldn't stand that! Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla! I just know you and Cece can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! That's a good boy, Missile. Satiate the dog. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. Cecil? Yes? Never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. I'm glad I met you, Detective. Oh, we're gonna see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promised, little lady. Of course we will! I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes, then. Good luck, friend! Fire in the hole! These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light or hope reach this far down to the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Jowd is dead! Detective Jowd! I bet that big masked man did this! I'm gonna bite him! Better not, you might break your teeth. But the command room has lost power, and it's sinking. So I wonder what this masked man's gonna do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd! I mean, this isn't expected, to be honest. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Cecil? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How is Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine in Unoa. So the submarine's badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. Oh, you did hop aboard. Hey, how's it going? You! You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Yamil? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? Well, that's your real name, huh? Yamil? That's right. But those people on the were calling you Cecil. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I don't see any reason to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty that he can still tell you. Right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you weren't the top systems engineer, were you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know. Yes, you are, miss. Yes, you are. Now you sit down over there and be quiet, okay? Oh, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. Excuse me? You want to run that by me again, Chief? I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. Spies! It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. You escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Emil. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. This can't be happening. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse.
Showtime!
Yeah, Derek's time. I think within 10 months. You know, it's been a little bit more for us today as we're having a whole lot of exposition at the moment, but hey, there's a lot of stuff to clear up. I wanted to disappear. But I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. So that's why you murdered Elma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I did. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they helped me with my revenge plot. And then the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. Completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response in the end was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Tamzik was all about. You had no idea they were doing all this? None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Tamzik meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. It's been a while. By Inspector Caminella and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that old odd leaflet guy's one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. That park's like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Tamzik meteorite. It's like, hey, what about this plot twist? Nah, that guy's just weird. And lately, under the pretense of building a house inside, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Tamzik meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jam back to life, of course. What? What good would that do now? But we promised! We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them! And we can't do that without you, Detective Child. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Let's do the time warp again. What if we are the ones that kill M. Bison, though? So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too! Oh god, it's a robot! By the way, Detective, I am not human, Detective. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. He's just spinning his head. It's like the clown bot from Mega Man 7. Why'd you go to all the trouble to do this? There's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Well, now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Ugh! Camilla, forgive me. Whew! And he has been rat-a-tat-tatted. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big, fast man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility? In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. A possibility of turning the situation around. Alright, I'm gonna have 3 goddamn ghosts, aren't I? Well, at least have missile. Huh? What is it, Detective? Hey, wait a minute, he's got his... He's colored pink again! Yes, I've noticed this for a while, Town. Look at Emil's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Tamsin fragment's gone. Did this change in his shell? Give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Tamzik. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Tamzik fragment has been taken away, which means we can rewind time even further! Exactly, so what does that mean? I get it! Your body won't come back to life anymore! The moment the Tamzik fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse! So let's see, that means we could go back to 4 minutes before your death? But wait a minute! Exactly when is that death? Yo, are we going back 10 years? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move! Ultimate rewind time engage! Oh god, we're going back! We're going back! We're going back really far! I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it. Final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. We're going where no dog has gone before. Ooh, it really is the final chapter. Okay, chat, let's do this. When was Emil's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temsik meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Isn't this gonna cause like a bajillion paradoxes? Give it up! Do you really think you can outrun me? Oh, she cooking. It still looks like a plunger. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Oh, yam? I suppose that makes sense. Sorry, I don't eat yams. Also, was she cooking it under leaves? What? Stay back! If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Huh? Okay, shoo, you might get hurt! Am I a cat? Have I been a cat this whole time? Am I a cat? You're all right now, are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. That's the Temsik meteorite, eh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. Can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate we might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. Be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Okay, let's get started! Alright, I gotta see what I can work with, because there's not exactly a lot going on right now. Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. But her sweet potato's almost ready? Yeah, she's not gonna budge from that spot. You know, it makes you wonder. A little girl all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato? What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break! Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, we'll just have to have the fragment move instead, which means we need swapping powers! Ah, there's Missile. So I can't do anything right now, but maybe Missile can do something. Not a lot actually, even Missile's stuck for now. So for now I had to wait. There's my path! Sorry, Lynn. We gave you some long-term hearing damage there. What are you doing? You're gonna hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears! I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least your fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. Missile, honey, I need you to move. Gonna move Missile for a little bit. There we go. Oh, look at that sweet potato! Yes, that's what I was trying to do. That's a big, scary sweet potato! That's not a sweet potato, Missile. That's Vito. Right, of course! But look at them! The potato and Mito! Right now, they both have the same shape! So you're saying you can swap them, huh? Good idea, Missile. Okay, here I go! And I'm gonna need your help. My help? I don't know if I can get over there. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to hitch a ride on the sweet potato. I need to be able to spray this! Wait a minute. So close! Yeah, I needed to hitch a ride. Hang on, one rewind. There we go. Ride has been hitched. Oh, look! The lamp is bending! But it hasn't broken yet! Really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It just might hold for a little while longer. I recall, the Temsik fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino sits firmly in its way, then fate should change! I mean, there's not a whole lot else I can do right now. Missle's stuck because I can't get out of the way on Cecil, so we're just gonna have to watch this one play through. Just Missile can't move at this point. We're both stuck. Oh wait, Missile can move now. Okay. It's about time for that meteorite to come down! Don't worry, Missile. I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in the fragment's path. Okay, that giant sweet potato! If anything can get in the way, that ugly monster can! Ouch. Anyway, now the fragment's path ought to change. There, how's that? Look at the fragment's course! It changed a little! Now Emil's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. It's heading straight for Chowd! Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path? No! Oh, right in the nuts! Detective Chowd! The Temsik fragment shot through his leg! What? But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down! Huh? Chowd, put the gun down now! If you don't, you're going to shoot him! I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking for the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down! Did you just shoot Lynn? I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. Are you sure? Because that looked like it was aiming at Lynn. I won't let that happen! Oh god. Missile, the bullet is stopped in midair! I'm here, inside the bullet! We're gonna swap it with a sweet potato! Now let's swap it with something! What? With what? Detective Chowd, the meteorite fragment is still... It's what you pulled, made you pull the trigger! We won't let you become a murderer! We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate! And to do that, we have to stop this bullet! Go, sweet potato! Oh no! Well, that's one way to kill him. Oh no! We stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him! That's not true! My fate of getting pierced in the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive! What? I'm not dead, I'm just unconscious! Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still! This fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. We were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Oh no, Vito! Missile! Missile! Miss Lynn! It's not over yet! But there isn't anything else to swap with! Why don't we just let it play out? Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? And if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that! Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it. But what can we do now? Even if we work together. I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Cecil do and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. You will! Cecil, your power is manipulating objects. Use your powers to manipulate this. Just trust me. Let's go! Now gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I am dead, though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all! And remember, you only have a split second. Now it's your turn, Missile! On me? What can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, I got it! You can swap them! That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position! But if I swap them, you'll still be right above Miss Lynn! Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it! I'll swap them! It's no use! We can't stop that horrible meow! What can we do now? I'll see how gaining a second or 2 helped. Oh, it helped, alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? Him. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean? That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Ye gods. You ain't got no legs left, stupid! Ah, you're awake. Hey, mister, is your knee okay? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. You think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... Aww. What's that? This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. A detective's badge? Is that the one she still wears? Oh, it's like a little... Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Yo, man, you good? Your upper half seems okay. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help's coming. Why did she do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me. See. But you know, I'm glad it happened. There's the cat! There's the cat! Oh no, it's true! I'm a cat! I found this kitten! It was over there! Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? Yours, dummy! Kitten's, of course. Cecil's. We're a cat! Chat, we're a cat! Cecil? The name Cecil echoes in my head. That's my real name! These long, lonely 10 years. You were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? No wonder Ray was so nice to us at the start of the game. We're his buddy! Yeah, it was the cat at the start of the game. Old friend? I'm a cat! We can't read because we're a damn cat! I think I finally remember! 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Yeah, there's so much foreshadowing on it. It makes so much goddamn sense. The posturing. Somebody please look at me. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoot, if I get hurt. Somebody please reach a hand out to me. Cat wants pets. Cats wants pets. I'd just only died at the time. I'd lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. Next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to that black kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to just being just a cat. And then the man got his body back. took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was a little too late. I just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yamil." The man named me Cecil. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. I guess that means it's supposed to be pronounced Cecil or something. To give it a more feminine flair. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man. There was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. And after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside of me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Stored artificial light. Yeah, it's a cat carrier. That's why it's so thick. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. Oh god, she shot the cat! I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. Oh no, cat's fine. Right, possessed cat, that makes sense. She shot the cat by mistake! Ooh. I was possessing Cecil then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you buried the body of your old friend. And since we died right next to one of the fragments, we gained powers. Cecil was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Cecil, there inside the bag, was dead. What?! There's gonna be a lot of weird stuff happening if we go forward in time now. The amount of paradoxes that have just been caused. The chicken defeated a cat. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Cecil inside that bag. Yeah, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. Oh god! So it's true! She did shoot us! Accidentally, but... And that's when I got my powers of the dead. My ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It's because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the livings to the dead. But even so, there's some things that you can do that I can't. You mean? I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed, dramatically altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Cecil's fate, I can just bet the fate of the woman that you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you were right. So this was the last fate to be averted, eh? It's gonna be a hell of a twist when we go back to the new present. So, Yamil, looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right. To get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again! So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain. Including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Cecil. Yeah? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It'll be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. Already a thing of the thought of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yamil? Thank you, Cecil. So very glad I made you. Me too, Yamil. Cecil? Are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. I'll never forget you! I'll never forget you either, fellow valiant little doggy. Well, looks like you've come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective John. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. We said goodbyes to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Ah, let's see how many paradoxes we just caused! Cause holy moly! Wait! Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you! Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you've forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I'd hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Cecil. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough. I'll tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. Was it the version where we just fuck up? You changed the fates of many people tonight. First of which was us. Oh, hey! It's the first assassin, was it? I mean, I guess he did get swooshed pretty near the meteorite. If you'd not been there for her tonight, your fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. Okay, what are you? After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. Missile, no! Why do we keep showing the dog dying? They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. This is the opposite world, however. The little fella's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. Oh yeah, because this time Reveal was there. What? Look at that! The powers of the dead, but how? He didn't really understand it himself, not yet anyway. With all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute! Alternate dimension missile! That's right! He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fella chased after the man, but there wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in the red in the deep, deep sea. And then, he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. Oh God, what? Are we Chad, how many twists are we doing? Because I'm getting all tangled up here. He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. Oh God. Just existed as a random spirit object for 10 years. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that's taken these 10 years to be retold. He really was the narrator all along! It's true! He had the knowledge of the story, and thus, he was indeed the narrator! That was you, huh? That's a very old missile. That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years ago is a very long time in dog years. You can change the fates of these people on your own. They decide to wait those 10 years out. Oh, dog. Exactly, and then, at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I'd grown old and my powers were weak. So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. Wait a second. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened. But I became able to manipulate small objects. In that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody. There's something I don't understand. Even from the very beginning that I had that power. By the way, you notice how Missile never went through the phone lines with us at any point throughout this entire story. When we met up with Missile, it's always because they were traveling on something, such as the leaf of the sewers. How'd you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we met before on that night, the first time around. What? We met before? I'm listening to the conversation of the two intruders into the apartment. I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the ghost road paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you. That was me? I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You lost your memory that time too. You just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just wanted to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what she said. And then you disappeared. Way over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time, I'd use that desire of yours to be our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path, with that, we would both benefit. And namely, that right path would be the path to the man in red, to your meal. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit. Time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over. Then you mean, thinking about ceasing to exist? Oh, that? Completely made up. Little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Old sage missile. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. He had many years to ponder on his plan. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. Oh, my aching back, I carried everything. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Thistle, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thistle, we waited and waited those 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course. Because that's what doggies do! Can we get some salutes in chat for Missile for being the goodest possible boy? The loyalist boy! Nobody can stop Missile! Such a loyal doggo! Such a good boy! Now then, farewell, Cecil! And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody else knew what had really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. Thank you, Talon, for the 57 months! As we're heading back, it's time to see just how much has changed. How come it's dark? I'll just turn the lights on here. The gun's not there, it's fine. Were you surprised? You bet I was! You nearly scared me to death! Yippee! It worked! But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made this surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. And that's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Child. Dad, you're home! Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She is just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too? Oh, this? Yeah! I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. Yours looks a lot older than mine, though. How long are you gonna keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew! I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, eh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. That you will. That you will. Oh, hello! Don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right, the very one! That cat's getting kind of old by now, isn't it? You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Chat! Chat! Chat, the fragments in us! Chat, the meteor fragments in us! Chat! Chat! Chat, the fragments in us! Oh no! We've become the eternal cat! Oh, that's not good! Still a kitten? Yup, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Cecil. Cecil? Seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Cecil likes you, Lynn. Chicken! Alright, everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Cecil. Hey, she remembered! From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. Comfy and pampered. Yep, there it is! Oh my god! Help! I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives as they unfold. And it looks like plenty to watch here for quite a while. Cat is being pet! Cat is being pet! What a ridiculous story! Oh my god! Missile! Missile! Happy birthday to the lovely Lynn. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Missile! Hey, Missile! I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort? Birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby! He even eats spaghetti extra! Glorious 60 FPS missile spin! The other detectives are practicing! There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanella. What kind of example is the Inspector providing for his men? Yeah, it's spreading! It's spreading out to the other people! Oh, I guess she's still working here. Here's your food, gentlemen! Memory, what are you doing here? I heard you were gonna be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today. So you took on a part-time job again just so you could eavesdrop? Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. Help! She's scary! The thirst! Oh, She put a... Guys, there's a listening device on that chicken. It's Sean. I never cooked this way before. So exotic. So exciting. God, she absolutely decimated that chicken. Is this really necessary, this new curried chicken menu item? Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now good luck with the taste testing. Oh no, she's doomed to eat all this chicken. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyways? Oh, it's the curry guy. Sausage head's okay. Yeah, because with no favorite your meal actually messes with them, those two are perfectly free to go. Are you sure we really don't need all these explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said. This seems like a really bad idea. This seems like a really bad... Wait a minute, 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams! Buried up to his head in money. Well, those two are gone. So this is where you work, huh, Papa? That's right, sweetheart. Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories, the indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? Now, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel? Here's to a stodgy mind of my darling husband. I'm gonna read fairly quickly because those text boxes don't stick around for long. Yeah, he doesn't have anxiety issues now. Because he never got possessed, so all that trouble that he was having's gone. Hey, these guys are still around. This deal's going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good, my man. You know I was about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir. Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. My god, that was a really good game, though. Oh, there's still more! It's the kid! The piece of pigeons! Long live rock and roll! Stop the park from charging admission! Protect the rights of those who live here! We gotta see all the crazy characters that we met. In this new, less dark present. Oh! There he goes! Today's the day, you know. He's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. Then, let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomach ache. We call it Dance Away the Pain. I'm real interested in that one. Think you can show it to me, say, next week? You got it! I guess that means your meal's getting out soon. Oh. What a strange
strange reversal of fates here.
"10 long years, Emil. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside." Who do you paint a picture of? Thank you, Cecil. Ah, I think I know. You painted the cat. Yeah, I got some great physical therapy in there too. He's able to walk again. Yep, sure enough. The cat has less detail than everybody else because it was a moving object. Ah, that's a cute effect that we don't get in the remake, but oh well. Holy shit! Well, I think I can say with some level of certainty that out of all the Takumi games I have played, this is probably my favorite. There's a little less involvement in general in terms of gameplay, but like, in terms of stories, I like this one the best. There's probably an individual case from the original Ace Attorneys that I like better, but like, in terms of overall game, it's easily this one. It's not even a contest. Yeah, there's just so many small details. It's there's foreshadowing on all of them, but it's one of those things where, unless you're particularly astute, you're never gonna connect together some of those twists. They're too ridiculous. Like, who's gonna expect the double paradox? That's just impossible. If somebody somehow figures that one out before the end of the game, then they have clearly seen something ahead of time. We have abused many rats throughout this. Because, I mean, that one rat in the torpedo is definitely dead. Sure, the torpedo didn't explode, but that rat drowned in that torpedo. There's no other way to put it. There was a lot of rat abuse in this story. Well, there was definitely not very many cases of why the hell didn't I put this together for this one, because, I mean, the cat only shows up once throughout this entire game, at the very start. And then it happens again during the flashbacks, specifically right towards that end part the cat is introduced. I'm pretty sure the cat wasn't actually present for most of those original flashbacks. Probably because nobody really remembered it, since it was just a random cat. But in terms of, like, a lot of the other stuff going on, I picked up on some of it. They do get some cat jokes in throughout, yeah. I like how even I made one. I was saying that Lim was trying to have more lives than a cat. Yeah, you only get a couple of appearances of the cat at the most. Oh, hey, now you can play with the cat as your background. Absolutely ridiculous game. Oh, yeah. I can't believe I was just instinctively making cat jokes throughout. It's like, oh, how right I was! Without me realizing it, even for a second. Need to see these extras? I suppose we can take a look at the illustrations. Or the challenges. Oh, they're just achievements. Lead the way outside without falling. Take aim and nail it on the second try. Failed by keeping the bell away from me, though. But, what do you mean there's an achievement for screwing up? Failed by removing a large symbol. But I also didn't fail that way. Complete all 5x5 ghost puzzles. And clear all challenges. 2 of those challenges are failures. No, I didn't cause the helmet failure. It's a weird looking clock. Imagine a clock where you have this, where Lynn's chicken hair is one hand, and Cecil's, I guess Yamil's banana hair is another hand. Very weird looking. Gotta have the old face down, ass up. In both varieties. All the different areas that you can't actually see in full detail because you're stuck in small spaces most of the time. So many areas. Freaking destroyed chicken kitchen. What the? I guess some of the extras are just cutscenes. God, there's so many. There's so many. There's tons of concept art. Here's a bunch of the... Look at this punk version of Cecil. I mean, Yamil. Oh my god, the concept art, though. I think they probably chose the correct one out of these 3. That extra hair on the end just doesn't look very good. Were these supposed to be different versions of Lynn? Wow, she turned out really different. Even more Lynn ideas. Oh, hey, look, one of them's just Emma. And then we can start getting a lot closer with that last one. It looked like they were trying to make her look older for a while there. And then they eventually just took that last design and made her look younger. Mr. Eyebrow fella. It's like, God, some of these concepts. The big muscle man, a lot of these change dramatically. Miss Camilla. Started getting a little bit closer with that last one. Wow, is that the original missile? Can you imagine if instead of a cute little Pomeranian, we ended up with a bulldog? I mean, I appreciate the black and white contrast between the two of them, but that's hilarious. The two-parent lady. The second one ended up being pretty close. They just changed the hair. I'm not actually sure who this is supposed to be one of. Is this supposed to be the Justice Minister? It might be Emily. She's so radically different in her final form that I don't even recognize any of these. I mean... Yeah, this is supposed to be the Justice Minister. They kept the outfit. Here's the detectives. They're pretty close to their final forms. The jaws on the ones on the right, though. Look at those jaw lines. Makes them look like they have robot heads instead of human heads. What the hell did they do to Cabanella? Okay, so we take that last design's coat, right? And we give it to somebody who looks way better than any of these. Wow. Who the... Is this supposed to be the pigeon guy? Or the... Or maybe it's the guy with the leaflets. No, this is supposed to be the pigeon guy. God, some of these have changed so much. This is the guy in the park with the leaflets, because you can see all the different, like, the sheets that he has with him. And this is supposed to be the pigeon guy, who has changed dramatically. I kind of like his joint leg there on the right, though. God, these concept arts are wild. Look at the designs for the chicken kitchen.
Oh my god! What is that one on the right? I think I can understand why they didn't go with that one. That one might be considered offensive in some places.
The original one's for Jowd. I definitely like the hair that he went with currently. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be some more of a seafood kitchen, by the looks of things. Yeah, original Jowd, all those designs are pretty alright. If we get some storyboard art for trying to get the animations correct. Oh, there's originally a crying animation. Just a ton of different storyboarding art for how they want to do all the different animations, because doing these types of animations was difficult on the DS. You only had so much storage space, and these were fairly detailed pictures, even at the original resolutions. Oh god, there's even one for when Lane was just floating dead in the water, huh? Sure. Wait, was that one for Camille slamming down the gun? It sure is. More stuff for them during the submarine scene. The escape portion. It's just all this different stuff sketched out and storyboarded. Camille being a dickhead. And even one for slamming his fist onto the stove. I like how it just looks like a keg in this. Yeah, the DS was definitely getting pushed to its limits on this one. It's one of those things you wouldn't expect it, since, I mean, there's only so many locations and whatnot, but all the unique animations take up so much of that cartridge space. It's like back in the day with the GBA when Trials and Tribulations was really pushing what that could hold. So certain characters had to have really limited animation. No, I haven't played 999. I don't even know what that is. Concept art of holding missile. That's some good concept art. Unfortunately, I believe this is Missile while he's currently dead, so, There's the leaf. All the tiniest little details, huh? Is this one where she's trying to get the Justice Minister to not be super loud? Getting him his medicine. There's so much latent concept art. I mean, I know she probably has the most animations out of everybody, but still. That does make me wonder how many more animations she has than everybody else in the entire game. She's not only quite expressive. Oh my god, there's one for the chicken! It's like, okay, here's the animation loop. Lynn eats chicken like this, see? No, 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 no. You can tell as it goes on, he's getting into the groove, drawing these different little concept arts. because the model's getting more and more consistent despite these just being sketches. Hi, there's hiding into the delivery chute. God, there's actually so many though. Oh hey, it's her! Little Emily. She didn't have a whole lot of animation, but she had some. Oh yeah! They never had to give Emily legs!
It just dawned on me. Girl's got no legs. She's like the bombshell bowling counter person.
They only ever had to give her an upper body since she never got out of bed. That's a way to save space. Oh man, you can almost not even see the Primo bird on the solid white. Yeah, they had her behind the desk and everything. She ain't got no legs. Oh, that poor rat.
Even in the concept art, it's getting smacked around.
Mr. Big Eyebrows himself. Makes you wonder what happened to these guys these days. Or am Emily just coughing?
What's that reference one?
Yeah, I got a mouse. Up here! This one! Yeah, the freaking Matrix dodging the chandelier was really something. It's like, no, don't make her crouch down like this. She has to always be holding the wine glass upright and proper, because that's her character. Just biffing the rat. I mean, that's an option. Wow, the Guitar Kid really didn't get very much going first concept. Here's a couple of spikes, that's about it. Initial sniper. Kinda got a whole TF2 sniper thing going on with this one. God, how many more of these are there? Where am I? There's still so freaking many. There's too many. That's enough. There's a simply insane amount of these things. I guess we can take a look at these important ones, though. All of Gavino's very extra animations. Spin, spin, spin. They want to do initially, it's like, do we give him a rose or do we give him a pose? They went with the pose. All these different extra animations, gotta make him look as fancy as possible no matter what he does. Closed door, spin, pose.
Yes.
Not enough bites for the rose, yeah. Alright, that's probably gonna be enough then. So, yeah! Hopefully anybody who's actually interested in this game didn't end up watching the whole thing, although I guess it doesn't really spoil it too much, since there's still a lot of puzzles to figure out. But you know, this here video game, I would recommend giving it a shot, yes. But in the meantime, I think that's gonna do it for today.